I'm James Lockley, self-proclaimed carpaholic and lover of all things carping. I'll be travelling to day ticket venues across the length and breadth of the country to fish them waters and hopefully catch some monster carp along the way. I'll be sharing my rigs, tips and tactics, give you an insight into how I do things, hopefully give you guys some inspiration along the way. I'll be sharing info on the venues that I fish and documenting everything that's going on in my sessions. So come join me on the bank with Camo Life Carping. Bosh! What's happening, carpaholics, and welcome to another episode of On the Bank with Camo Life Carping. Today I'm at Orchid Lakes and I'm actually fishing a match. So we've got a lake exclusive today, but unfortunately I have drawn second to last. So I didn't have much choice, and I'm in a swim called All Alone, and I am all alone. It's a little bay surrounded by drooping willows. There's quite a few snags, and the area in front of me is full of weed. So got here, we drew pegs, we had the brief, got given the rules of the match, and then I brought the stuff down to the swim, and I had a lead around, and like I say, it was full of weed. I did see some fizzing, so straight away I put a solid bag out onto that, and then I did find a small clear spot, so I put a few spoms out there. I only put about 8 spoms out there, and then I dropped on top of that a hinge stiff rig with a Pacific tuna pop-up, a pink pop-up, onto that spot. So they've been out there for about an hour and a half now. I'm going to set up a third rod, and then I'm probably going to put that on the same spot, but if I do see any other signs, then what I'm going to do is just put a bag on it and chuck it out to where I see the signs. But that is where we're at so far. When I was spotting, I cracked off. Brilliant. We always love that. Not. So I've got to retie a shock leader on, put another spom on, so I can do a bit more spotting. But yeah, so that is that, and I'll get back to you with an update very soon. In a bit. Bosh! So guys, still pretty quiet. I've got my third rod out now. I didn't see anything, so rather than leaving it as a roaming rod to just chuck bags out, I did a little bit more leading around, and I found a spot off to my left, not far out at all, but it's a really nice clear spot in and amongst loads of weed. So pretty sure that it's a feeding spot. So I've put a load of spons out on the top of that, and I've put a slip D rig on it with a Northern Special wafter. So yeah, we'll see if that produces. I'll talk through my rigs, my spod mix, etc. A bit later on, so I'll show you guys. But for now, I'm just going to chill out, watch the water, and hopefully get a bite. Catch us in a bit. Bosh! Taking you quickly through my spod mix then. You can see it's quite watery. That is from the tuna that I've put in there. So in here I have got crumbed, chopped and whole Pacific tuna boilies, sweet corn, tuna, chili hemp and crushed tiger nuts. And as you can see, it is proper nice and carpy, that, and it smells, yeah, smells good. I failed to mention also in here I've put some hot chorizo liquid, so that is what's gone out on my spots, and I'll probably have to make some more up during the session, just so that I have enough. Bosh! No Michelin stars on the bank today, boys. Bash! Pot a la noodle. Bloody gorgeous. Well, I'm back with an update, and shocker, it's all quiet. I've bought my rods in and I've redone them for the night. So I have now moved 2 rods onto one spot, which I'll show you in a minute, and the right hand rod I've put out on a PVA bag over to where I saw some fizzing a little bit ago, so we'll just see how that goes. So I'll show you where my 2 left hand rods are. So just where that willow is, I'm literally only 5.5 wraps out on a clear spot around that area there. So I've got two rods on that. One is on a Northern Special wafter, one is on a Pacific tuna pop-up on a stiff hinge rig. Yeah, we'll see what that produces. Over that spot I spommed out some more of my Spod mix. Thankfully didn't have another crack off. That would have been a devastator. Yeah, so now I'm just gonna sit it out, wait out, watch Chelsea probably lose again, and then once that's done I'll come back with an update. If I get a fish, I will come back with an update sooner. If I don't, then I'll get on after football before I get my napper down, because I am chin strapped. So yeah, peace out. Well, carpaholics, good morning. It's just gone 5, and it was a really quiet night, which was kind of good for me because I was knackered. So I managed to get some decent sleep. Would have been nice to hear one of the alarms screaming off, but it is what it is. It never happened. So I'm just out on the peg now, just going to watch the water for a bit, see if I can see anything going on. I'm going to get a brew, and then I'm going to bring the rods in, redo them, and set everything up for the day ahead. I might do some more leading about, see if I can find any more any other clear areas. If not, I'll just keep them on the same spots, top them up with some more Spod mix, and go from there. It's looking really quiet at the minute. Don't see any signs of anything out in front of me, but it is very early, so there's still time. I've got another 24 hours left on here, so a lot can happen in that time. So yeah, we'll see, but for now I'm gonna get a brew on and I'll get back to you soon. Okay guys, so this is one of the rigs I'm using for a couple of my rods. So I'm using a lead clip system, so got some rig tubing. Leaders aren't allowed on here, so I have to use rig tubing, and like I say, that's going down to a lead clip system. And then coming on from that, I've got some IQ2 fluoro going onto a size 4 hook. That hook is micro barbed. You can only use barbed or micro barbed on this fishery. And then the bait is a Match the Hatch Pacific tuna wafter. Right guys, quick update. So I've put some more bait over the spot that my two left hand rods are on, and with the right hand rod I've changed it to a zig. There are no artificial baits on here, so I've got a chop down 12mm Northern Special pop-up, and that's just on a length of zig and floater line with a size 10 zig and floater hook. So I've put that out in the channel that leads from the main part of the lake into this bay, hoping that it might trip one of them up that's swimming from the main part of the lake into here, but we'll see. So that's what I've done. I'm going to sit and wait it out for a little bit longer, and I'm just going to keep the bait going in slow and steady over the two left hand rods, and hopefully it brings a bite. Catch you in a bit. I am feeling turbo sorry for myself. One of the rods on the left hand spot just ripped off. I say ripped off. There was a couple of beeps to begin with, and I was just looking at it because I thought, oh, you know, it might be a liner, and then it just went. Pulled into it, and it was, the fish must have been on for about, I don't know, 5 or 10 seconds, but it felt like a lifetime. And then it came off. So I am, feeling a bit deflated at the minute. Every cloud has got a silver lining though. It means that there are fish in the area. So I've put that rod back out there. I had to redo the left hand rod as well because it got wiped out. So I've put them both back out on the spot. I'll leave it for a little bit. I've got a pizza coming in a bit to feed me, which I'm really looking forward to because the pot noodle last night didn't cook the mustard. And then after the pizza, I'll put a few more spawns out over the top of them, and then that'll probably be it for the night. So yeah, gutted. So now I've had time to compose myself after that devastating loss. I'll just talk you through properly what happened. So I was just chilling in my bivvy on the phone to my missus, and then I heard a couple of beeps, and I thought that it might just be a liner. So I popped my head, quick check out the bivvy, and then it just screamed off. So I literally launched the phone, ran out of the bivvy, and so I had my sunglasses on top of my cap. As I ran out of the bivvy, twatted my head off the door, sunglasses went flying, saw the rod had fucking taken out the left hand rod, and yeah, playing it for about 5 to 10 seconds, and and then it came off. I think it must have buried itself in the weed, because the spot I'm fishing, the clear spot I'm fishing, is so small and it is surrounded by the shit. So yeah, I hadn't set my clutch tight enough for the situation. I've rectified that now. The clutch is tightened, so hopefully if it goes off again, it ain't going to be able to go that far and get its head in the weed. So yeah, that's what's happened. And just, yeah, back at it. Just before it gets dark, I'm going to spom a few more spoms out, and that'll be it for the night then. So yeah, I'll catch you in a bit. Bosh! Well, morning guys. Woke up about 10 minutes ago. Obviously there was no action last night. I had a couple of liners on the rods that are out on the left hand spot. Nothing on the zig. So hopefully in the last few hours during morning bite time, I get something. I have to be off at 9:30, so I've got to start packing away some of my gear soon. But you know, if I don't get anything and I blank, it's all good, is what it is. It's been really nice being out here. It's a lovely place, and I'll definitely come back again. And there are some cracking fish in here if you get one of them, so it's definitely worth sticking at it and coming down here to grab a few. I'll still be putting the video out, because you know, blanking is part of fishing, and I want to put out there everything all about fishing. I don't just want to put videos out when I catch, because that's not a true representation of what happens when you go fishing, as you all know. So yeah, I'll still put the video out there even if it's a blank. So yeah, I'm gonna get a brew, get a bit of breakfast, and I'll catch up with you in a bit. Fingers crossed the last couple of hours produces something. So yeah, I'll see you in a bit. Well, Carpaholics, as you can see, I'm in the van now. That's me, all packed up and ready to go. So yeah, unfortunately a blank, but I really enjoyed the session. It's a lovely place, and if you haven't been, you need to get down there, because the chances are, if you get a fish out, it's going to be an absolute cracker. I'll definitely be down there again. But for the immediate future, the next episode of On the Bank is probably going to take place at Bluebell Lakes, so keep an eye out for that. I hope you enjoyed watching this video, and if you did, please hit the like button and subscribe to the channel. It all helps me a lot, and I love any comments that you've got to put on there, and I'll respond as soon as I can. So for now, thank you again for joining me on the bank with Camo Life Carping. Bosh!